So you just mentioned that your team was also disheartened and losing hope. So what did you do to exactly motivate them in that moment? What did you tell them? Did you do something? Did you say something to them? What was it?
I don't remember, but I'm sure I must have used the right words and I must have, somehow, bugged them up and they all did. I had a good team. I always have a
Yeah.
good team. Even now, my team is pretty good. I roam around
Yeah.
the world and my business goes on. Uh, our resort goes on, our office goes on, our journeys goes on. We work remotely from the remotest of locations. So it's all about, I think, having a good team and maybe the leader we push all the right buttons. So that could be one reason for the success. I'm pretty sure.
So what do you do to push on those right buttons?
I have no idea. I just talk to them.
Yeah.
I make sure that
It's
I understand them. When they make a
hmm.
mistake, I also howl at them. But then I make them see
Hmm.
the point. I make them see the mistake, and I tell them not to
Hmm.
repeat it because पहली बार गलती नहीं होती है. पहली बार is like okay, it's a learning. But if you repeat the same mistake, then I will not take it. Then as the leader, I
Right.
have to make sure that I switch, I change, or whatever I have to do because if somebody is unable to do a job properly, even after making sure that they have had their right training, then I switch. So the leader at that time has to kick in. So it's a mix of
Right.
it's a mix of training, it's a mix of laughter, it's a mix of showing the paths to them, a vision to them, exciting them. Yeah, so
Hmm.
it's a kind of a mix of almost everything.
Everything.
It's like a
And what is
multivitamin,
Okay, say that again?
like a multivitamin capsule.
Oh, great. Yeah, I like that allegory. Uh-huh. And what exactly is good team for you? Because you've used that word so many times. How do you define good team? What are those ingredients for you that make them a good team?
So then you're trying to make me really think hard because I've never put these
Really?
words. I'm not of
The
a
way but the way things are flowing out, I mean, I don't think you have to think too hard. It's just
no,
going so much.
I'm not a
It's
theoretical
as if
guy.
it's just you. It's not even that you're thinking. It's just you.
I'm not a theoretical guy, so I don't read anything. I've never read a management book in my life. I've
I don't
never
want those lessons. I don't want
so
those lessons.
yeah. So I've never ever read a
And our
management.
audience also doesn't want those lessons. I mean,
I'm
what do
sure
you
there are
think? It's
many
a
of us
good
to read.
team.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that I've never
I'm
read a.
just like you. I'm just like you. Although I'm read a lot, but I don't have a management background. And I derive
Yes,
my lessons from people like you.
I guess so. So absolutely likewise. I think I've learned my lessons from people around me, uh, and I think a good team is a team with uh, which bonds together, which
Yeah.
empathizes, which understands and respects each other. Nobody is at the same level. Everyone has shortfalls,
Unique. Yeah.
strengths. I have a very popular saying, that we take you as you are. So we accept your shortcomings, we accept your strengths. That's how I induct my team, and I tell them to be as honest to themselves and to the business and to the work because that's the first step. If you're not honest towards your own work and your own self, you will not be of any use to our organization or to me or to anyone else. So that's the first step. Yeah, so I think people who just eat together, bond together, work together, think about each other before and they're more of like givers and less of takers. So I think that makes a good team.
Amazing.
And having said that, it's ऐसी कोई ideal team नहीं होती life में मैंने देखा है. Even as I
True.
speak, there are many such people in our own team
Right.
for on which we have to work again and again.
Yeah.
But I believe in giving as many opportunities as possible till that last minute comes, the saturation point comes. And I've never, maybe I think I'm right, I've never ever shown anyone the door. People have left because they come up to a point where they get completely strangled. They can't breathe in that environment, so they say I can't work. But I have never
Hmm.
said anyone that please leave. That's a door. Never ever.
That's that's a that's a great trait in itself. When simply through your actions you can create an environment where people can take that call for themselves, whether they belong to this place or not.
Absolutely, because if you are unable to do what you have been like inducted for, or you are expected to do this thing and you signed up for it, and after giving umpteenth opportunities, if you
True.
or you can be candid, you can say, come and say that okay, this is not working, switch me, change me to something else, and I will be better at that. And I'm very open.
Yeah.
We do that also.
And
I do that all the time in my office. You know that if you can't do this, do that. If you can't do that, do this. And I'm very open to that. No problem with that.
I feel at the end of the day, we all have to be accountable for not only our actions but also our results. So, yeah,